नामिने श्रीवार्षभानवी देवी दयिताय कृपाब्दये कृष्ण संबंध विज्ञान दायिने प्रभवे नमः। माधुर्योज्वल प्रेमाढ्य श्रीरूपानुगभक्तिदा श्री गौरा करुणा शक्ति विग्रहाय नमोस्तुते। नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्रीमूर्तये दीनतारिणे रूपानुग विरुद्धाप सिद्धांत द्वंत हारिणे। नमो गौर किशोराय साक्षात् वैराग्यमूर्तये विप्रलंबा रसाम्बोधे पदाम्बुजाय ते नमः। नमो भक्ति विनोदाय सच्चिदानंद नामिने गौर शक्ति स्वरूपाय रूपानुग वरायते। गौर आविर्भाव भूमेस्त्वं निर्देश सज्जन प्रिया वैष्णवा सर्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथाय ते नमः। वंचाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरतिष्वे नमः। पंचतत्त्वमकं कृष्णं भक्तरूप स्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशतिकं। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। जयतां सुरतोर्पंगोर मम मंद मतेर्गति मत्सर्वस्व पदाम्भोजो राधा मदन मोहनो दिव्या वृंदावन्य कल्पद्रुमदो श्रीमादत्नागरासिमासनस्थो श्रीमद् राधा शिलगोविंद देवो प्रेष्ठालभे सेव्यमानो स्मरामि। श्रीमादासरसारंभी वंशी वट तटस्थित करशन्वेणुर्स्वनिर्गोपीर्गोपीनाथाय श्रियस्तु नः। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। So once again, I'm very happy to be here for the third day and the conclusive day of Jagannath's pastimes. So in the first day, we discussed the appearance of Lord Jagannath in Jagannath Puri in Mayapur Dham and how Lord Jagannath appeared to Srila Prabhupada in America. Yesterday, we started to discuss Mahaprabhu's pastimes, how he celebrated the Rath Yatra from Chaitanya Charitamrita. So today we will continue that discussion of Mahaprabhu's celebration of Rath Yatra from Chaitanya Charitamrita. But today's focus will be the significance of Rath Yatra. What is the internal mood? What is the internal story behind this Rath Yatra? So I'm continuing from Chaitanya Charitamrita, and also we will try to conclude the discussion of King Pratap Rudra, how finally he gets the mercy of Mahaprabhu. So this is continuation from yesterday. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, chapter 13. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is dancing in front of the Rath Yatra. Ratha sthira kaila aage na kare gamana, amisha netre kare nitya darshana. So when Mahaprabhu is dancing like this in great ecstasy, the Rath comes to a standstill. And Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, with unblinking eyes, he's constantly watching Jagannath, and Jagannath, with unblinking eyes, he is constantly watching Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we began the discussion yesterday by discussing that this Rath Yatra is very, very special because Mahaprabhu is also Krishna, Jagannath is also Krishna, and both of them are having a beautiful pastime in reciprocation with each other. Subhadra Balaramir Hridaye Ullas Nritya Teki Dui Janara Shri Mukhi Tehas. Subhadra Maya, Balaramji, they were also very, very happy to see the dancing and chanting of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Mahaprabhu, while he is doing Sankirtan in front of Jagannath, he is experiencing so many symptoms of ecstasy. Uddanda Nitye Prabhur Adbhuta Vikar Ashta Satvika Bhav Udaya Hoya Samakal. So Mahaprabhu is dancing like a madman, literally like a completely in ecstasy. And Mahaprabhu is showing symptoms of ecstasy, the Ashta Satvika Bhav. So what are the various symptoms that Mahaprabhu was showing? Mamsa Varna Samo Roma Vrinda Pulakita Shimulira Vrikshayena Kantaka Vestita. So suddenly Mahaprabhu's skin started to develop goose pimples, goosebumps, and his hair starts to stand on end. And it looks like a simulu tree. Simulu tree is like a cotton tree which has a lot of thorns. So like this, Mahaprabhu's body is hair standing on end. एक एक दंतेर कंप देखीते लागे भय, लोक जाने दंत सब कशिया पड़य. And Mahaprabhu's teeth started to chatter, and it appeared that each of his teeth would fall off. Sarvange prashved chute tate raktogama jaja gaga jaja gaga gadgata vachana. So Mahaprabhu started to perspire so much that blood started to come out from his body, and he started to make sound. Jaja gaga. His voice is faltering. He's not able to chant Jagannatha also properly. जल यंत्र धारा यैचे वही अश्रु जल आशा पाशे लोक यथ पिजिल सकल. And tears started to flow from Mahaprabhu's eyes as if it is a syringe. And all people who were next to Mahaprabhu, all of them became wet with Mahaprabhu's tears. Deha kanti gaur varna dekiya aruna, kabu kanti deki yai malkiya pushpa sama. And suddenly Mahaprabhu's complexion would change from white to pink, and he would appear like a mallika flower. Kabu stamba, kabu prabha bhumite lotaye, shukya kashta samapada hasta na chalaye. So suddenly Mahaprabhu would become stunned. Suddenly he would roll on the ground, and suddenly his body would become as hard as a wood. His hands and legs wouldn't move. Kabu bhume pade, kabu shwash haya heen, yaha dekhi bhakta ganer prana haya sheen. Suddenly Mahaprabhu would fall down and his breathing would stop. And all the devotees would feel that literally, their breathing has stopped because they had so much love for Mahaprabhu. Kabu netre nasaya jala, muke pade fen, amritera dara chandra bimbe vehe yen. So sometimes tears would flow from his eyes, sometimes from his nostrils, liquid would flow, and sometimes from his mouth, foam would flow. And it appeared like as if nectar is coming from the moon. And there was one devotee called Shubhananda. Sei Fena Lana Shubhananda Kailapan Krishna Prema Rasika Teno Mahabhagyavan. So from the mouth of Mahaprabhu, this foam is coming out. And there was a devotee called Shubhananda. He had the courage. He went and drank that foam because he's very expert in drinking all this kind of mellows. So now Mahaprabhu, as he's dancing Uddanda Nritya, suddenly his mood changes. E matta Tandava Nritya Kaila Katashana Bhave Vishesha Prabhu Praveshila Mana. So now till now Mahaprabhu is doing a devastating dance. This is called Tandav Nritya, Uddanda Nritya. And suddenly Mahaprabhu's mood changes. And there was Swarup Damodar Goswami. Swarup Damodar Goswami is Lalita Sakhi in Krishna Leela. Just like Lalita Sakhi understands everything what is going on in the heart of Srimati Radharani. So Mahaprabhu's Krishna also and Mahaprabhu's Radharani also. So Swarup Damodar Goswami exactly understood what Mahaprabhu wants to hear. And Swarup Damodar Goswami started to recite a verse. What is this verse? Saita prananat painu yaha lagi madana dahene juri genu. So Swarup Damodar started to sing this refrain that now I have gained the Lord of my life, in whose absence my heart was withering away because of lust, because of kama. So he's again and again singing this. Why is he singing this? Because this is the mood of Rath Yatra. Srila Prabhupada explains in the purport. See, Lord Krishna left Vrindavan when he was 11 and a half years old, and he told the gopis and Srimati Radharani that I will come back very soon. But Krishna never came back. And all the gopis are waiting, Krishna will come. The gopis probably would have died the next day only. But just because Krishna told them, I will come, that one thing kept them alive. That if we die and Krishna comes, he will feel sad. So they are just kept alive because this promise of Krishna. And years passed, hundreds of years passed. And finally, at one point, when there was this solar eclipse, Krishna from Dwarka with all the Yaduvasis, the Yadukul, they all go to Kurukshetra. Because Kurukshetra is considered a very holy place. There is Samanta Panchaka. They go to take bath there and perform their rites there. So Kurukshetra is not very far from Vrindavan. Dwarka is very far. So when the Vrajavasis came to know that Krishna is in Kurukshetra, the closest he can come to Vrindavan, so the Vrajavasis also decided, let's go there. At that time, Srimati Radharani sees Krishna and all the gopis see Krishna. That time Radharani, she has this mood, and Mahaprabhu is there in this particular mood at this point. Because Mahaprabhu is Radharani also. He's offering these prayers to Krishna. And Radharani is praying to Krishna, my dear Lord, after so long, I've got your presence. Without you, I was just withering away. And Swarup Damodar Goswami started to sing this refrain again and again. And now Mahaprabhu, very slowly, he begins to dance. Very rhythmically, he's dancing. And this mood of Mahaprabhu and what Swarup Damodar Goswami was saying, no one else could understand. This was something that is very, very internal. गौर यदि पाचे चले श्याम हय स्थिरे गौर आगे चले श्याम चले धीरे धीरे. So what happens was Mahaprabhu, now he's not doing Tandav Nritya, he's doing a very graceful rhythmic dance because Swarup Damodar Goswami has changed the mood. Mahaprabhu is in the mood of Srimati Radharani. So sometimes Mahaprabhu would go behind Jagannath. As soon as he would go behind Jagannath, Jagannath would stop. And when he would come in front of Jagannath, Jagannath would start moving. Ei mata Gaura Shame Done Tela Teli Swarate Shamere Rake Gaura Mahabali. So in this way, there is a competition between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Jagannath. Right? Jagannath is the Supreme Lord, but when Mahaprabhu goes behind Jagannath, Jagannath doesn't move. So in this competition between Jagannath and Mahaprabhu, who is strong? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is strong. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in this mood of Srimati Radharani. And Srila Prabhupada explains in this purport that between Krishna and Srimati Radharani, Radharani actually is more successful. But Radharani is Matan Mohan Mohini, she wins the heart of Krishna also. So this is the mood of Rath Yatra, where Mahaprabhu is in this mood of Srimati Radharani, and Radharani and all the gopis are telling Krishna, you please come to Vrindavan Dham. So from this point on, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami in beautiful Bengali verses, he explains the conversation that happens between Srimati Radharani and Krishna in Kurukshetra. This is such a beautiful and such a deep conversation. So Rath Yatra externally is an occasion where devotees are in great bliss seeing Jagannath, and Jagannath is coming and giving darshan. But there is an internal, deeper mood behind this Rath Yatra. And what is this mood is explained here. So when we participate in Rath Yatra, in one sense, we are participating in the pastimes of Srimati Radharani. We are assisting Radharani in bringing Krishna from Dwaraka to Vrindavan. So this is a very, very deep, absorbed meditation. So here, Mahaprabhu is in this mood, and Mahaprabhu in the mood of Radharani is remembering these pastimes. And Radharani is telling Krishna, Aveshe Radha Krishna Kare Nivedan, Say Tumi, Say Ami, Say Nava Sangam. So now Mahaprabhu is in this mood of Radharani, and Radharani is telling Krishna in Kurukshetra, Oh Krishna, you are the same Krishna, and I am the same Srimati Radharani. And we are meeting again in the same way when we met in the beginning of our lives. Tatapi Amar, Mani Hari Vrindavan, Vrindavane Udaya Karau Apana Charan. So Radharani is telling Krishna, even though you are the same and I am the same, still my mind is attracted to Vrindavan Dham. So my prayer to you is, please come to Vrindavan Dham. Please place your lotus feet in Vrindavan. Iha Loka Ranya, Goda Rata Dwani, Taha Pushpa Ranya, Bringa Pika Nadashani. So Radharani tells Krishna, I'm seeing you, but here there are crowds of people. There are elephants, horses, sounds of chariots. But in Vrindavan, there are no chariots, there are no horses, there are no elephants. There are cows. You can hear humming the sound of cows. You can hear the humming of bees. You can hear the chirping of birds. And there are beautiful gardens. Iha Raja Vesha, Sange Sabha Kshatriya Gana, Taha Gopa Vesha, Sange Murali Vadan. So Radharani tells Krishna, I'm seeing you, but we are not very happy seeing you like this, Dwarkadish. So as a king here, and you're surrounded by all Kshatriyas. But in Vrindavan, you are an ordinary cowherd boy. And there you don't have Sudarshan. You have your beautiful flute with you. Vraje tomar sange ye sukha aswadan, se sukha samutrera iha nahi ekakan. So Radharani is telling Krishna, the bliss that is there in Vrindavan, one drop of that bliss is also not there in Dwarka. We are seeing you in Dwarka, Kurukshetra, but the enjoyment, the bliss that we are experiencing here is nothing compared to the bliss of seeing you in Vrindavan. So yesterday we were discussing this point that Krishna is complete in Vaikuntha. Purna. Krishna is more complete in Dwarka and Kurukshetra, Mathura, but Krishna is Purna Tama only in Vrindavan. So therefore, the philosophy of Gaudiya Vaishnavas that Mahaprabhu gave us is we worship Krishna in Vrindavan. The Vrindavan Krishna is considered to be the most supreme. So Radharani is telling Krishna that here we are seeing you, but we are not happy seeing you like this. We want you to come back to Vrindavan. Amalana punal lila karaha Vrindavane tabe amara manomancha hayata purane. Radharani tells, please come to Vrindavan. Only when you come to Vrindavan, our ambition will be fulfilled. We are not happy seeing you like this. In this way, Mahaprabhu is reciting various verses, and Swarup Damodar Goswami is assisting Mahaprabhu, remembering all these verses of Srimati Radharani. So Radharani is telling Krishna, Anyer Hridaya Mana, Mor Mana Vrindavan, Mane Vane Ek Kari Jani, Taha Tomara Padadvaya, Karaha Yadi Udaya, Tabe Tomara Purna Kripa Mani. So Radharani is telling Mahaprabhu, for many people, their mind and heart are one. But Radharani tells, my mind is Vrindavan. So this is the mood of Rath Yatra. See, in Rath Yatra, we are bringing Krishna, we are assisting Srimati Radharani and the gopis to bring Krishna from Dwarka to Vrindavan. But also what it means is, Rath Yatra is we are pulling Krishna in our hearts. And for Krishna to come in our hearts have to become Vrindavan. Mora Mana Vrindavan. When our hearts become Vrindavan, then only Krishna will come. Because Krishna never takes one step away from Vrindavan. So we have to make our hearts very pure. Vrindavan is a place where everyone has pure love for Krishna, completely selfless love. So Radharani is telling Krishna, my heart is Vrindavan, my mind and Vrindavan are same. So since you love Vrindavan, you please place your lotus feet in Vrindavan and in my heart. In this way, my desire will be fulfilled. Prananath Shunumora Satya Nivedan, Vraja Amara Sadan, Taha Tomara Sangam, Na Paila Na Rehe Jivan. So Radharani is telling her conviction to Krishna, my dear Lord of my heart, please hear my submission. Vrindavan is my home, and we want your association with Vrindavan. And if we don't get it, we will not be able to keep our life. We will not be able to maintain our life. Purve Uddhava Dware, Ebe Saksha Tamare, Yoga Gyane Kahila Upai, Tumi Vidagta Kripamaya, Janaha Amara Hridaya, More Aiche Kahite Na Yuai. So Radharani is telling Krishna, you send Uddhava to Vrindavan. Why did Krishna send? Because Krishna taught that Uddhava is a great knowledgeable person. He's the incarnation of Brahaspati, disciple of Brahaspati. He will go and teach Jnana Yoga to the gopis. He will go and tell them, why are you crying so much in separation of Krishna? Just sit and meditate on Krishna, you will be in association of Krishna. So that philosophy is correct. But Radharani is telling Krishna here, we don't like this philosophy. That philosophy may be good for someone else, but we don't like this philosophy. We want you only. We just don't want your meditation. We want you. So gopis, we don't like this philosophy of Gyan and Dhyan. We don't understand all these things. Chitta kadi tuma haite, vishaya chahi lagaite, yatna kari nari kadi bhare, tare dhyan shiksha karaha loka hasan mar, sthana sthana nakare vichare. So Mahaprabhu in this mood of Radharani is telling Jagannath, you sent Uddhava and you told, through Uddhava you told us, please place your mind in me, think of me. But then Radharani is telling Krishna, we try our best to think of you, but whatever we do, we have become so mad that, you have completely, in one sense, destroyed our material life. So Radharani tells Krishna, I would like to withdraw my consciousness from you and engage in material activities, but we cannot try to do so. So the gopis, they had so much love for Krishna, when they would carry their babies to get water from a well, by mistake, they would tie their babies and put it into the well. Instead of putting the bucket in the well, they would put their babies in the well. This is how Krishna made them mad. So Radharani is basically telling Krishna that for gopis, we are not like yogis. So basically through Uddhava, Lord Krishna is telling the gopis, think of me, meditate on me. But the gopis are saying, our mind is not with us only. To meditate on you, the mind should be with us. Our mind is already taken by you. How can we meditate on you? So therefore, these instructions of Uddhava that you are giving, or you are sending it through Uddhava, it is actually making us more and more angry. देह स्मृति नाही यार, संसार कूप कहाँ तार, तहाँ हईते ना चाहे उद्धार, विरह समुद्र जले, काम तिमिंगिले गिले, गोपी गणे नेह तार पार. So Radharani is telling Krishna, we have all fallen in the ocean of separation, and we are being devoured by this fish called Timingala. And what is this fish? The ambition that we will achieve you. So gopis, we are not interested in liberation. We only want your association. We want to experience freedom from this ocean of suffering, the ocean of separation. Vrindavana, Govardhana, Yamuna, Pulina, Vana, Sei Kunje, Rasadika Leela, Sei Vrajera Vrajajana, Mata Pita Bandhugana, Pada Chitra Kemene Pasarila. So Radharani is questioning Krishna. Krishna, you have so easily forgotten Vrindavan, you have forgotten Govardhan, you have forgotten your mother, you have forgotten your father, you have forgotten your friends, you have forgotten the forest in which we enjoyed Ras Leela. Krishna, how can you be so ungrateful? How can you forget all this? Vidagda mridu sadguna, सुशील स्निग्ध करुण, तुम्ही तुम्हारा नाही दोषाभास, तबे ये तुम्हारा मन नाही स्मरे व्रज जन, से अमार दुर्दैव विलास. Radharani is telling Krishna, you are a gentleman, you have such good qualities, you are so well behaved, you have a soft heart, you are merciful, still you don't think of the Vrajavasis. It is our misfortune. We can't blame you, it is our misfortune. So Radharani is telling Krishna, I am not thinking about myself. न गणी आपन्न दुःख, देखी व्रजेश्वरी मुख, व्रज जनेर हृदय विदरे, किबा मार व्रजवासी, किबा जियायो व्रज आसी, केयो जियायो दुःख साई बारे. So Radharani is telling Krishna, she's questioning Krishna, I'm not thinking about my happiness. I'm not telling you come to Vrindavan to give me happiness. Radharani is telling Krishna, whenever I look at the face of Yashoda and the face of the Vrajavasis, their hearts are breaking because of you. And she's questioning Krishna, Krishna, do you want to kill all of them? Is this your plan? They are just alive because they want to experience association. What is this you're doing, Krishna? You're so cruel. तुम्हार ये अन्य वेश, अन्य संग, अन्य देश, व्रज जने कबू नाही भाई, व्रज भूमि चढ़ाइत नारे, तुमा ना देखीब मने, व्रज जनेर की हबे उपाय. So Radharani is questioning Krishna, what is the solution for the Vrajavasis? The Vrajavasis don't want to see you as a prince associating with different people from different countries, different Kshatriyas. And the Vrajavasis, you might tell the Vrajavasis, stay with me. But the Vrajavasis cannot leave Vrindavan. They are so attached to Vrindavan. So what will the Vrajavasis do? They want Vrindavan, they want you. So what is their condition? How will they survive? What is the solution for all of them? Tumi vrajera jivana, vraja rajare prana dhana, tumi vrajera sakala sampad, कृपाधर तुम्हारा मन आसी जियायो व्रज जन, व्रजे उदय करो निज पद. My dear Krishna, you are the life and soul of Vrindavan Dham, and especially you are the life of Nanda Maharaj. So Radharani, Srila Prabhupada explains on the purport, Radharani is so humble, she is not thinking about her personal happiness. She is thinking about the happiness of Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda. Radharani is telling Krishna, they are such elderly people. It's not right that you make them suffer so much. Right? You're very, very merciful. Please allow the residents of Vrindavan to live. Don't kill all of them. Please come again to Vrindavan. This is the mood. So Prabhupada explains here, these feelings of Srimati Radharani were manifested by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he invited Lord Jagannatha to return to Vrindavan. And Prabhupada says, this is the purport of the Rath Yatra's car going from Jagannath Puri temple to Gundicha temple. So on an external level, there is a Leela, but at internal level, it's a very, very deep and an esoteric pastimes. So when Radharani is questioning Krishna in so many ways, Krishna, do you want to kill the Vrajavasis? Do you have any affection for them? Do you ever think about us? Now Krishna is answering Radharani. Very beautiful statements. Shuniya Radhika Vani, Vraja Premer Mane Ani, Bhave Vyakulit Deh Man, Vraja Loker Prema Shuni, Apanake Rini Mani, Kare Krishna Tare Ashwasan. So hearing the statements of Radharani, Krishna's heart is pierced with the love of the Vrajavasis, and there is his mind and body is perturbed, and immediately he feels so much indebted to all the Vrajavasis. And then Krishna starts to pacify the Vrajavasis and pacify Srimati Radharani. Prana priye shuna more ye satya vachan, tuma sabar smarane, juron muni ratri dine, mora dukh na jane konajan. So Krishna is saying, Are Radharani, you are like accusing me so much. I've forgotten you all, I've forgotten you all. Krishna is saying, Who understands my problems? I'm not able to speak my problems. Everyone is thinking I'm at fault. Krishna is saying, My dear Radharani, please hear me, you are dearest to me. I'm speaking the truth. People may believe, may not believe, but Krishna is trying to put his best. I'm speaking the truth. Day and night, Tomara Sabara Smarane, Juron Muni Ratri Dine. Day and night, I'm remembering the inhabitants of Vrindavan. This is the mode of Krishna. Even though Krishna, I was explaining the first day, I think, even though Krishna was in Dwaraka, physically in Dwaraka, Krishna was constantly thinking about Radharani and the Vrajavasis. Rukmini, Satyabhama, and all the wives who were thinking, Krishna is with us. In the night, Krishna is sleeping in the bed with Rukmini, Satyabhama, and in his dream, in his sleep, he's chanting Radhe, Radhe, Vrindavan, Vrindavan. And the queens are thinking, what is this? Better he just goes to Vrindavan. He's actually not giving us so much time. So Krishna is saying, no one knows my unhappiness. Vrajavasi yata jana mata pita saka gana sabehaya mora prana sama. Tara madhye gopi gana sakshat mora jivana tumi mora jivanera jivana. Krishna says all the inhabitants of Vrindavan Dham, father, mother, Nanda Maharaj, Yashoda, my boyfriends, the Gopas, everything in Vrindavan is my life and soul. So in Vrindavan, every dust particle, every tree, every animal is very, very dear to Krishna even now. And Krishna says, among all the Vrajavasis, gopis are most dear to me. And among all the gopis, O Srimati Radharani, you are my life of life. And Srila Prabhupada explains in the purport, therefore in Vrindavan, everyone knows this, and therefore they chant Jai Radhe, Shri Radhe. They understand that Krishna is an instrument in Radharani's hand. Or Prabhupada mentions, Krishna is a decoration in Radharani's hair. That's all. That is Krishna's position in Vrindavan. So Krishna is Madan Mohan, Radharani is Madan Mohan Mohini. Tuma sabara prema rase, amake karila vashe, ami tomar adina keval. Toma saba chadana, amara dud deshe lan, rakiyache durdaiva prabal. So beautiful. Krishna tells Radharani, my dear Radharani, I am subservient to your loving affairs. Tuma sabara prema rase, amake karila vashe. All of y'all have conquered me with your love. I am always subservient to y'all. I am under your control. Krishna may be Jagannatha, but Krishna is controlled by Srimati Radharani. And then Krishna says, it is my misfortune that I'm staying away from y'all. I want to be with y'all, but my misfortune that I'm away. And then Lord Krishna says, Rakite tomar jivan sevi ami Narayan, tar shakti asi niti niti, toma sane krida kari, niti yadi yadupuri, taha tumi manaha mora spurti. Krishna tells Radharani a secret. Actually, my dear Radharani, just to keep all of y'all alive, I keep worshipping Narayan. Krishna is saying, I worship Narayan every day. And my only prayer to Lord Narayan is, please keep the gopis and the Vrajavasis alive. And Krishna says, I come every day to Vrindavan. You are accusing me that I have left Vrindavan. Krishna says, no, I come every day to Vrindavan. And because I come there, you can feel my presence. You may not be able to see me, but you are able to feel my presence because I'm there. Mora bhagye mo vishaye, tuma ye prema haye, sei prema parama prabal, lukana ame ane, sanga karaya tuma sane, prakate anibe satvar. So Krishna says, your love is so powerful that by Narayan's grace and by your love, I come there in an aprakat form, invincible form. And Krishna says, very soon, I will come in the prakat form also. Very soon you will see me. So Prabhupada explains in the purport, there are two kinds of Krishna's presence that can be felt. One is prakata and one is aprakata, manifest, unmanifest. And Prabhupada explains something interesting. For a sincere devotee, both are identical. Krishna's aprakata presence and Krishna's prakata presence is identical. Many people often ask us this question, Are you all have been practicing Krishna consciousness, chanting Hare Krishna for so many years. Have you all seen Krishna? Many people ask this question. No, it's a very difficult question to answer. So the way you answer is, it's like this. We are definitely seeing Krishna, but in its aprakat form. We are feeling the presence of Krishna. Without feeling the presence of Krishna, how can you practice bhakti year after year? How is it possible? some experience is coming. Krishna is giving us those sincere feelings. So Prabhupada mentions, even if Krishna is not physically present, the devotee's constant absorption in Krishna makes him always present. It's very beautiful. So Krishna's words to Radharani is just not his words to Radharani, but his words to all of us. If we are sincerely absorbed in devotion to Krishna, that absorption is Krishna's presence. And then Prabhupada says, this is Krishna's aprakat form. And if we continue our absorption in Krishna, very soon, this is Krishna's promise, we will see him in the prakat form face to face. So Prabhupada is saying, if you are fully absorbed in Krishna, we will be able to see Krishna face to face, talk to him, and actually have his darshan. In this way, we can actually make a human form of life successful. Yadavera vipaksha, yata dushta kamsa paksha, taha ani kahilun sabashai, ache dui chari jana, taha mari vrindavan, alaima ami janiya nishtai. So Krishna tells Radharani, my dear Radharani, I have killed Kansa and few other people. 3-4 demons are left. Bus. After I kill them, definitely I will come to you. And Krishna says, why I am staying away from Vrindavan? Say Shatru Gana Haite, Vraja Jane Rakhaite, Rahi Rajya Udhasina Hai. Yeba Stri Putra Dhane, Kari Rajya Avarane, Yadu Ganera Santosh Lagiya. So Krishna says, only to protect the Vrajavasis. Because if I was there in Vrindavan, all these enemies would come there. Just to protect y'all, I am staying in Yadukul. Krishna says, wife, children, Yadukul, and all this, I am indifferent to all that. I am just staying here just to give protection to all of you. And very soon I will kill all of them and I will come back. Tumhare ye prema guna करे आमारा आकर्षण आनी बे आमा दीन दश बिशे पुनः आसी वृंदावने व्रज वधु तुमासने विलासी ब रजनी दिवसे. So Krishna says, your loving qualities, your love is so powerful, you will definitely attract me to Vrindavan. So therefore, Prabhupada is explaining here, the competition between Jagannatha and Mahaprabhu, Mahaprabhu becomes successful. The competition between Krishna and Radharani is successful because Radharani drags Krishna from Dwarka to Vrindavan. So that is the power of bhakti. The bhakti can literally drag Krishna. So this rope in which the devotees pull the rath is the rope of devotion. If you have that kind of rope, that kind of devotion, you can actually pull Krishna. And Krishna says, very soon in 10-20 days, I will come and enjoy with all of you. In this way, Lord Krishna pacifies Srimati Radharani. And then Krishna explains the shloka, which is very, very important. Mai bhaktir hi bhutanam amritavyaya kalpate dishtya yad asin mat sneho pavatina mad apanaha. So Krishna says, devotional service to me is the only way to attain me. If you want to attain Krishna, it is not through Gyan, not through Yoga, it is only through Bhakti. Harer Nama, Harer Nameva Kevalam, Kalo Nasteva, Gatir Anyata. What does this mean? Only holy name, only holy name, only holy name. No other way, no other way, no other way. What does it mean? Only Bhakti, only Bhakti, only Bhakti. No Gyan, no Karma, no Yoga. You can understand Krishna, you can attain Krishna only by devotional service. And then Krishna says, the only reason I want to come to you all is because of this pure devotional service. In this way, Mahaprabhu, in this Rath Yatra, as he is doing this Tandav Nritya, as he is giving mercy to everyone, Mahaprabhu has this internal mood. And Mahaprabhu, in the mood of Srimati Radharani, is pulling Krishna Jagannath from Dwarka to Vrindavan. So it is explained that when Jagannath goes to Gundicha temple now, Jagannath stays there for 9 days. Anyone who has darshan of Jagannath in Gundicha temple in those 9 days, that darshan is considered to be 1,000 times more powerful than the darshan in Sri Mandir. Because Jagannath is most happy in Gundicha temple. He is most happy. For the entire year, he's just waiting for this period when he actually can go to Vrindavan Dham, when he can be with Srimati Radharani. So the Jagannath is so merciful in this place in Gundicha temple. So Mahaprabhu is experiencing all this madness, all these emotions. And suddenly what happens is, now we'll continue the Rath Yatra pastime. So this was the internal mood of Mahaprabhu in this Rath Yatra, in the mood of Radharani, pulling Krishna to Vrindavan Dham. So now what happens is, suddenly when Mahaprabhu is dancing, एई मत प्रभु नृत्य करीते भ्रमिते प्रताप रुद्रेर आगे लागिल पड़ीते. So Mahaprabhu is now, this rhythmic dance is over. Now Mahaprabhu starts his Tandav Nritya again. Very heavy, very powerful, devastating dance. And when Mahaprabhu is dancing like this, wandering, he goes and falls right in front of King Prataparudra. Right, and purposely Mahaprabhu goes and falls. Sambrambe Prataparudra Prabhu ke dharila, tana ke dekhi to Prabhu bhaya jnana haila. So now if Mahaprabhu comes and falls in front of you, you will take the opportunity. Na? So King Prataparudra, started to hold Mahaprabhu. I mean, who will miss this opportunity? So when Mahaprabhu saw that the king has touched him, what does Mahaprabhu say? Raja deki Mahaprabhu kare na dikkar, chi chi vishayira sparsha rahila amar. So the king has touched Mahaprabhu, and Mahaprabhu says, chi chi, materialistic guy has touched me. Now, I mean, Mahaprabhu purposely went and fell in front of the king. This poor king, he took the opportunity to touch Mahaprabhu, and Mahaprabhu is telling him, chi chi, I have touched you. So generally what happens is, whenever Mahaprabhu would fall like this, Nityananda Prabhu, Govinda, someone would be there to protect Mahaprabhu. But the problem was what? Nityananda Prabhu was in ecstasy somewhere else. He fell down somewhere else. Govinda has fallen somewhere else. Kashishwar has fallen somewhere else. No one was there to protect Mahaprabhu. And Raja took the opportunity. And why did Mahaprabhu give this mercy to the king? Yadapira Raja deki hadira sevan prasanna tane tanche tare milibare man. So this is, we were discussing how King Prataparudra is given mercy in installments, right? So now Mahaprabhu is showing little more mercy. Mahaprabhu is actually going, and that means Mahaprabhu wants to touch the king. He's purposely going and falling. Just to show on an external level that one should not associate with materialistic people. On an external level, he's angry, but internally he's actually very, very happy. So now King Prataparudra becomes very scared. He's thinking that probably I have offended Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu has become angry on me. Prabhura vachane rajara maina haila bhaya sarvabhoma kahe tumi na kareya samshaya. So the king goes to his guru Saram Bhattacharya and tells him, Hare, Mahaprabhu is angry with me, what should I do? Saram Bhattacharya tells the king, don't worry, you are in the right track, nothing to worry. This is how Mahaprabhu's mercy comes. Tumhare upare prabhura suprasanna man tuma lakshya kari sikayene nijagan. So Mahaprabhu is actually very happy with you. Just to teach his devotees, one should stay away from materialistic people. He is doing this. But otherwise, he is very happy. Avasara jani ami karibena nivedan se kale yai karaha prabhu milan. Saram Bhattacharya says, be ready. Very soon the time is going to come where you will get to meet the Lord. Tabe Mahaprabhu rata pradakshina kariya rata pache yai thele rata mataya dila. So Mahaprabhu does pradakshina of Jagannath's Rath, and Mahaprabhu goes behind the Rath and keeps his head on the wheel. He puts his head on the wheel of Jagannath's Rath. Thele ittei chalila Rath hada hada kari chaturdike loka sabha bale hari hari. As soon as Mahaprabhu slightly pushed the Rath with his head, the Rath started to make rattling sound, hada hada, and it started to move with full speed. And everyone was shouting, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Literally, no one was pulling. The Rath is moving on its own. Tabe Prabhu Nija Bhakta Gana Lana Sangi Baladeva Subhadra Agre Nritya Kare Range. So now Jagannatha has gone little ahead. Now Mahaprabhu goes with all his associates and is doing dance kirtan in front of Balaramji and Subhadra. And Balaram and Subhadra also all very happy seeing this dance. So like this, as the Rath is moving, it reaches a place called Balagandhi. This Balagandhi is a garden which is almost in between the Rath Yatra Marg. It's almost in between. So when the Rath reaches there, it stops. Because in that place, there were like a lot of Brahmanas who would stay in that area. So it is a custom that in that place, Jagannath Rath stops and Jagannath is offered lot of bhoga. Unlimited food is offered to Jagannath. Seis tale bhoga lage achaye niyam koti bhoga Jagannath kare aswadam. This is a rule that place the Rath stops for some time and Jagannath is offered unlimited food because a lot of Brahmanas are there, they offered. Jagannath tera chota bada yata bhaktagan nija nija uttama bhoga kare samarpan. All kinds of devotees, small devotees, advanced devotees, all of them offer food to Jagannath, bhoga to Jagannath. Raja Raji Mahishi Vrinda Patra Mitragan Nilache Vasi Yata Chota Badajan. The king, the queen, minister, small, big residents of Jagannath Puri, all of them have this opportunity to offer bhoga to Jagannath. So in this way, as Jagannath is taking a break and Jagannath is eating his food, Mahaprabhu also decides to take a break. Because right, if you remember from this chapter, from early morning, Mahaprabhu is dancing. So generally, Rath Yatra, by the time Rath Yatra starts also, it becomes afternoon. Many times. By the time Pahandi happens, Rath starts, it's like long process. Now, even for the Rath to reach halfway, it is a long process, long duration of time. So, and the devotees are doing so much kirtan, Mahaprabhu is also externally exhausted and all the devotees are tired. So while Jagannath is offered food, Bogera Samaya Lokera Mahabida Haila, Nritya Chadi Mahaprabhu Upavane Gela. So as Jagannath is offered Bog, Mahaprabhu goes to a garden to take rest. Prema Veshe Mahaprabhur Upavana Pan, Pushpu Udyane Grihi Pindai Rahila Padiya. So Mahaprabhu finds the platform under a tree and Mahaprabhu lies down there. So at that time, all the devotees, they are also exhausted. All the devotees also find each tree and they lie down there. Bhakta, Yata Bhakta Kirtaniya Asiya Arame, Prati Vriksha Tale Sabe Kare Me Vishrame. Under each tree, all of them fall flat, all of them are tired. So in this way, Mahaprabhu is doing Sankirtan pastimes in front of Rath Yatra. So in the next chapter, we will just read one small section of the next chapter, how King Prataparudra actually gets his mercy. So now what happens is, as Mahaprabhu is lying down, Sarvam Bhattacharya tells the king, now it is time for you. Now your time has come, go and meet Mahaprabhu. And Sarvam Bhattacharya tells the king, give up your royal dress and wear the dress of a Vaishnava. Sarvabhauma Upadeshe Chadi Raja Vesh, Ekala Vaishnava Veshe Karila Pravesh. So the king wears a simple dhoti kurta, the dress of a Vaishnava, and he goes. How does he go? So in this whole Rath Yatra pastime, we are also studying the qualities of King Prataparudra. So the king is so humble. Before he goes, he's seeking permission from all the devotees. He's seeking blessings. Please bless me so that I can serve Mahaprabhu, get his mercy. Sabha bhaktera agya nila yoda hatahan Prabhu pada dhari pade sahasa kariya. Please bless me so that I have the courage to touch the feet of Mahaprabhu. So he's very, very humble in this mode. King of Odisha, but still seeking blessings of every devotee. Anki Mudi Prabhu Preme Bhumite Shayana Nripati Naipunya Kare Pada Sambhavan. So Mahaprabhu is on a raised platform, eyes closed. Mahaprabhu is in his own ecstasy. And the king goes there, takes the feet of Mahaprabhu on his lap and starts to massage the feet. Pada Sambhavan. Rasa Lilara Shloka Padi Karena Stavan Jayati Dedikam Adhyana Karena Patan. So we have been describing that this entire Rath Yatra is in one sense Vrindavan Leela only, the glory of Radharani and the gopis. So as the king is massaging the feet of Mahaprabhu, he starts to recite Gopi Geet, the prayers that the gopis chanted in separation from Krishna. Starts with Jayati Dedikam, Janmana Vraja. He's reciting all these prayers. And Mahaprabhu is already in Vrindavan consciousness, completely absorbed in Vrindavan. And suddenly these verses enter Mahaprabhu's ears. Shunite Shunite Prabhur Santosh Apar, Bala Bala Bali Prabhu Bale Bar Bar. Mahaprabhu's eyes are still closed. Mahaprabhu is just hearing this and Mahaprabhu is in ecstasy. And Mahaprabhu is saying, go on chanting, go on chanting, go on reciting. Tava Katamritam Shloka Raja Ye Padila, Uti Prema Vesha Prabhu Alingana Kaila. So in the Gopi Geet, one of the shloka is Tava Katamritam Tapta Jivanam Kavi Biriditam Kalma Shapaham Shravana Mangalam Shrimadatatam Bhuvi Grananti Ye Buri Dhajana. So the gopis are telling Krishna, my dear Krishna, this material world is a blazing fire. There's so much suffering here. But anyone who hears your nectarian katha, it soothes all the suffering. And those great souls who are distributing this katha all over the world, they are the most magnanimous people. They are the greatest welfare workers. So when King Prataparudra starts to recite this verse, Tava Katamritam, Mahaprabhu, his eyes was closed. He got up and he embraced the king straight, directly embraced the king. Tumi more dila bahu amulya ratna, moro kichu dite nahi dilum alingan. So Mahaprabhu says, Are, you have given me such invaluable gems in this form of Krishna Katha. I have nothing to give you. I'm just embracing you. This is what the king wanted. And Mahaprabhu is giving this embrace. And Mahaprabhu again and again, he's telling the king, please recite that verse again and again. And the king is reciting Tava Kathamritam Tapta Jivanam. And Mahaprabhu is embracing the king again and again. And both of them are trembling. Both of them have tears in their eyes. Burida, Burida, Bali Kare Alingan. Iho Nahi Jane, Iho Hayat Konajan. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, Mahaprabhu is starting, Burida, Burida, you are most merciful, you are most merciful. You are given me Krishna Katha. Mahaprabhu doesn't even know who this person is. Mahaprabhu is like completely, his intelligence is short circuited. He doesn't even know who this person is. Mahaprabhu directly embraced him. Purva seva deki tara kripa upajila, anusadan vina kripa prasad kaila. So because Mahaprabhu had seen the king's personal service, even without the king asking, Mahaprabhu showed mercy. The king wanted to tell Mahaprabhu, please embrace me. The king didn't even tell. Mahaprabhu started to embrace the king directly. So here Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says a very important shloka. Ei deka chaitanyera kripa mahabal tara anusadan vina karaya safal. So he says, just see, ei deka, just see the mercy of Mahaprabhu, how powerful it is. Even without the king asking for it, Mahaprabhu automatically gave it. So Prabhupada explains here, the mercy of Mahaprabhu is so powerful that it acts automatically. It's automatic. So more merciful than Jagannath Krishna is Mahaprabhu. Right? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is more merciful. Therefore, it is very important, Prabhupada says, as the student of Krishna conscious movement must receive the mercy of Mahaprabhu. And then his devotional service will become quickly successful. As in the case of King Prataparudra. Mahaprabhu didn't want to show mercy to King Prataparudra, but because King Prataparudra had these beautiful qualities of humility, tolerance, and he had great faith in Mahaprabhu, Mahaprabhu's heart melted and Mahaprabhu showed mercy. So therefore, Yat Karunya Kataksha Vibhavam Vatam. Prabodhanand Saraswati says Mahaprabhu's mercy is very, very important if you want to advance. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratishve Namaha. If you want to achieve the mercy of Krishna, we have to get the mercy of Mahaprabhu. And how do we get the mercy of Mahaprabhu? Yagya Sankirtana Prayer Yajantihi Sumedasa. If you participate wholeheartedly in the movement of Mahaprabhu, definitely we will get the mercy of Mahaprabhu. And with the mercy of Mahaprabhu, automatically the mercy of Krishna comes. Prabhu bole, ke tumi karila mora hitta, achambite asi piyaru Krishna Leelamrit. So Mahaprabhu, till now he has not asked the king, he's not even asked him who you are. Mahaprabhu has embraced the king. After embracing, he's asking him who you are. It's as if, you have given your bank account password to someone else. And then after giving, you are asking, who are you? And generally, something very important, you will not give it to anyone. You'll first check credentials, you'll check everything and then give. Mahaprabhu has given access to his entire treasury to the king. After giving, he is asking, who are you? Who are you? You have given me this Krishna Katha, this nectar of Krishna. And how does the king introduce himself? This shloka is very, very important. Raja kahe ami tomar daser anudas brityer britya kare ei mora ash. The king doesn't say, I am the king of Odisha. My photo comes every day in the newspaper. Have you not read? Have you not seen? My photos are there everywhere in the banners. He doesn't say that. How does he introduce himself? Spontaneously, this is an introduction. That means this is something that is there very deep within him. This is his conviction. Ami Tomar Daser Anudas. I am just your servant of your servant. And to remain servant of your servant is my only ambition. Prabhupada gives a very brilliant purport. Prabhupada says, the greatest achievement of a devotee is to become servant of the Lord. And Prabhupada says, no one should become a direct servant of God. That is not a good idea. Better to be servant of God. Whether it is Prahlad Maharaj, whether it is Dhruv Maharaj, whether it is Sridhar Kolavecha, whether it is Haridas Thakur, all these great personalities have not prayed for direct service to Krishna. They have always prayed to remain servants of Vaishnavas. The conclusion is that being servant of the Supreme Person of Godhead is the highest benediction one can desire. We have different ambitions in life, but the greatest ambition, King Prataparudra, he was the most successful person. He had everything, but his life is most successful when he has achieved the status of becoming a das. So this status of becoming a das is very, very important. One time, one of Srila Prabhupada's disciple, his name was American boy, his name was Hans Carey. So when he came to Srila Prabhupada, he was initiated. I mean, this Hans Carey, he never liked his name. Hans Carey, what is this Hans Carey? He wanted a change of name. And he thought that ISKCON is good because after Diksha, name changes. So Prabhupada gave his Diksha name Hansa Duta Adhikari. So he was thinking, Arey, here also there is Hans Carey. Hansa is there and Carey, Duta Adhikari. So he went to Prabhupada and asked Prabhupada, what is the meaning of Hansa Duta Adhikari? Who is Hansa Duta Adhikari? Prabhupada said, you are Hansa Duta Adhikari. So you are asking Prabhupada, what is the meaning of it? Prabhupada said, don't focus on the first part, focus on the second part. Hansa Dus Adhikari Das. The Das is what is most important. Ultimately, we are servants of Krishna. So in this way, Mahaprabhu is showing mercy to King Prataparudra. So after something very interesting, after receiving the mercy of Mahaprabhu, when the king comes out, what is the mood of the king? Dandavat kari Raja Bahira Chalila Yodh Hasta kari Sabe Bhaktera Vandila. Before going to seek mercy, King Prataparudra is very humble. Now he's achieved mercy. Not only this, not only that Mahaprabhu embraced the king, Mahaprabhu showed his form of Radha Krishna. He showed a very special darshan to the king. And he told the king, don't disclose this to anyone. Now, if you have received such special darshan, automatically there is some pride that comes. But when the king comes out, he's again very humble. He's thanking all the devotees, all your mercy, I've got this special grace of Mahaprabhu. This is the beautiful mood of King Prataparudra. And this is the mood of Rath Yatra, where we are actually in this mood of humility, seeking blessings from Jagannath, seeking the mercy of Jagannath, so that we can develop more humility. So humility is not a ladder that we climb to reach the spiritual world. Humility is the culture of the spiritual world itself. So if you want to stay in the spiritual world, the culture is humility. If you read Chaitanya Charitamrita, you will find humility in every character of Chaitanya Charitamrita. Whether it is King Prataparudra, whether it is Sarvabhattacharya, Haridas Thakur, Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, even Mahaprabhu, he is so humble. One time Mahaprabhu was having darshan of Jagannath. How Mahaprabhu would have darshan of Jagannath? The first time he went to Jagannath temple, I mean, we don't have time to discuss all these pastimes. When Mahaprabhu took sannyas and he was coming, walking from Bengal to Jagannath Puri, as he was nearing Jagannath Puri, Mahaprabhu stopped to eat also. Mahaprabhu was always thinking, I will see Jagannath, I will see Jagannath. Imagine, first time Mahaprabhu, Radharani is going to see Krishna in the form of Jagannath. Mahaprabhu was so excited. So when he reached Jagannath Puri, outskirts of Jagannath Puri, and when he saw the chakra, Mahaprabhu was in so much ecstasy, every place he would offer Dandavat. He would fall unconscious, get up, fall unconscious, get up, fall unconscious. 10 kilometers took him one day to cross because he was so much in ecstasy, falling again and again. And then finally, when he entered Jagannath temple, when he saw Jagannath, he became so mad, he went running to embrace Jagannath and he fell unconscious. That is the time Sarvabhattacharya takes Mahaprabhu to his house. And then, Mahaprabhu, his associates come and the pastime continues. That time, Sarvabhattacharya tells Mahaprabhu, my suggestion to you is don't go near Jagannath because you will not be able to control it. Don't go near Jagannath. From that point on, Mahaprabhu never went near Jagannath. He never went. He carried out the order of Sarvabhattacharya. So he would stay next to Garuda Stamba and see Jagannath. Because what is the mood of Mahaprabhu? He was thinking, Jagannath will not see me. I'm so fallen. But Jagannath will see Garuda. And if I'm next to Garuda, Jagannath may show some mercy to me also. That was the humility of Mahaprabhu. So one time when Mahaprabhu was standing next to Garuda Stamba, there were like so many people having darshan. There was one old lady, Odissan old lady who comes. She couldn't see Jagannath. So she saw Mahaprabhu. She didn't know who was Mahaprabhu. She climbed the shoulders of Mahaprabhu and she's seeing Jagannath. And Govinda, the servant of Mahaprabhu, saw this and he started to yell, you foolish lady, what are you doing? Standing on the shoulder of Mahaprabhu. And he started to shout at this lady. Mahaprabhu started to shout at Govinda. Mahaprabhu told Govinda, what are you doing? Don't shout at her. Mahaprabhu said, she has so much love to see Jagannath. I don't have that kind of love. If I serve her, probably I will also get some love for Jagannath. So this was the humility of Mahaprabhu also. So in this way, the Rath Yatra pastime goes on. It is explained that Mahaprabhu comes out with his devotees They have a lot of prasadam. The king arranges a lot of prasadam for them. And when they come out, when it's time for the Rath to move, the Rath is not moving. Thousands of people are pulling the Rath, it's not moving. They bring elephants, they bring wrestlers, the Rath doesn't move. Mahaprabhu tells, please give the Rath in the hands of my devotees. 100 to 100 devotees hold the Rath. Mahaprabhu goes back and touches his head at the wheel of the Rath, and the Rath runs and it reaches Gundicha temple. So this in essence is the pastime of Rath Yatra and the significance of Jagannatha Rath Yatra. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai. Jagannath Bhagwan ki jai. Rath Yatra.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat pranams, Prabhuji, from all of us, Prabhuji, for for helping all of us to set the right mood for the Rath Yatra, Prabhuji, wherein we can welcome the Lord to our hearts by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is very, very merciful. And so many takeaway points from this class, Prabhuji, like I'm sure that all your blessings will be there for all of us. For the past 3 days, we have been hearing the pastimes of Lord Jagannath and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It was such a nectar, Prabhuji, from Chaitanya Charitamrita, wherein the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in the mood of Radharani, guiding all of us and instructing what kind of mood we should develop. The right mood to remove our hearts, anarthas from the hearts, and welcome the Lord to our hearts by the rope of bhakti. And we should pull the Lord and place Him in our hearts. I'm very, very happy and thankful, Prabhuji, for the wonderful class. And we are all indebted to you, Prabhuji. Thank you. We seek your blessings, Prabhuji. And thank you so much, Prabhuji. So many takeaway points. We are very, very grateful to you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandat Pranam. While explaining, we were lost. We didn't know where I was actually. So engrossed I was, Prabhuji. It was excellent. All these 3 days, even after class, I was sitting and imagining about this. I want to sit and read this again and again, Prabhuji. So wonderfully explained, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Please bless us also so that we can also become a better devotees, Prabhuji.
Seeking all of your blessings also.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Dandat Pranam.
So thank you so much, Prabhuji. Yeah, thank you so much, Prabhuji. You have been very kind whenever we invite you.
It is also there in the spiritual world. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot, Prabhuji.
Yes, Ashish Prabhu.
Yeah. So Prabhuji, thank you so much. As everyone has said, it's been a wonderful 3 days, and we are very pleased. And it is for the pleasure of all the audience also that Prabhuji will be accompanying us for this forthcoming yatra. So whoever will be coming for the Jagannath Free Yatra, Prabhuji has agreed to take at least one session. So you saw how the flow of his the lectures are, and as Mataji Sumangala Mataji was saying that every point had a lesson. So we are quite blessed. We are quite fortunate that Prabhuji, whenever we invite him, very happily. He has never said no actually. Every time he comes. So Prabhuji, thank you so much. And do we have any doubts, or Prabhuji, are we open for any questions?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we have any questions?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. This is a question raised by Sarika Mataji. So I just take this opportunity to ask that, Prabhuji, on behalf of her. So in one of the class, she had asked, like she's been serving the cows now, and she wanted to know that, and she's developing an attachment for the cows. So she was scared, like Bharata Maharaj also had the attachment on a deer. So he took the form of the deer in his next life. So she was scared, like bit scared. So what if she also gets the body of cow? So this was her question in one of the class, and I just seek more clarity on this so that I can share it with her. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hope.
Probably I'm the wrong person to ask. We also have a Goshala here, and I'm also quite attached to the cows and calves. So I really don't know what is the answer, but I think it's good to be attached. Krishna also was very attached to his cows.
Yeah. Okay, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thanks. And we'll end with the prayers, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
Ananta
Ananta Koti
Koti
Vaishnava
Vaishnava
Vrinda ki
Vrinda
jai.
ki
Srila
Srila
Prabhupada ki
Prabhupada
jai.
ki jai.
Jagannath Baldev
Jagannath Baldev
Subhadra Mai ki
Subhadra
jai.
ki jai.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Dandavat pranam. Hare.
Jai Krishna.
Thank you all Mataji and Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna
Thank you
Prabhuji.
Ashish Prabhuji for the opportunity.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Wonderful pastimes. Hare Krishna.
Shall I end the session, Prabhuji, with your
Hare
permission?
Krishna, Prabhuji.